right now simulating some different greases on a Timken style bearing tester, the same type of machine that we use to test the Revive. The way the machine works is on a cantilever mechanism, which simply means every time you put a 1 pound weight down here, transfers the load up and across the arm right to the point of contact at approximately 35 foot-pounds of pressure per weight. We're going to use a C62 hardened bearing because if we use a bearing much harder than this under extreme pressure, it could have a tendency to shatter, and if it's much softer, just flatten out, and we wouldn't be able to do a test. So what we're going to do first is we're going to use the grease that they use here at American Pulverizer, and I've got Milo with me, the shop foreman. What kind of grease are we going to use for this demonstration?
Currently what we're using for grease is we're using an industrial grade duralithium grease that's made for extreme pressure, but we'll see how that holds up.
Okay, can we get a sample of that?
Sure.
Let's actually coat the race with it. Get it all on there. Okay. We're going to start with a fresh bearing, no weights, and we're going to see what kind of load or pressure this grease can handle before it actually flattens out and you end up with metal-to-metal contact. Got a permanent lockup with 3 weights. Let me show you the scar mark that was created. I'm going to walk this towards the camera. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to turn it to a fresh bearing face, and I'm going to clean off the machine, and we're going to do an apples to apples test. But this time we're going to use impact grease manufactured by Lubraloid. Now this is a bentone base with a micro moly and is fortified with Revive in it. Extreme pressure, extreme heat, and extreme water resistant. So give me just a second and let me clean off this race. Alright, I'm going to have Milo go ahead and apply impact. And if you notice when he applied the first grease, it took him a little while to get it to actually coat thoroughly. Just put a little bit on your finger and go ahead and coat that. A little difference in coating action.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. And I've turned it to a fresh bearing face. You can turn it just a little bit more because I don't want it to hit that other scar mark. And we'll start from scratch. Now the grease that we did first locked up on 3. Difference?
That's a little bit.
Let's take a look. One thing I want to point out, with the first grease, when it locked up, there was no grease left.